some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to Huntington Bank Stadium, home to the Minnesota Golden Gophers. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the UCLA Bruins, taking on a fellow Big Ten foe, the Minnesota Golden Gophers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And he's coming out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. So Minnesota's offense will get first crack at it today. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Well, they should, because these guys can take the top off the defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
So already they've hit a speed bump on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 8. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. And the Golden Gophers will send out the punt unit. A quick 3 and out, and they're already giving up the ball. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. The Bruins offense has the ball for the first time. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming into this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. They'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection. Right on target this time. Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line. And the Bruins with the 1st and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. Now from inside the red zone. Using his feet to buy time. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
All right, offense has got to be better. You've done a nice job getting the football to this point in the red zone, but now you can't go backwards. You've got to be able to get rid of the football if it's not there, and that was a terrible play giving up the sack.
The Bruins have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. Hauls it in. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. The margin for error is so small in this conference. It's really imperative to get off to a good start in Big Ten play.
Especially, Reese, since you're adding so much talent now to this conference. But, yeah, year in and year out, you know the mainstays in this conference, but there's always some surprises, and I'll be interested to see how everybody starts off this season. Listen, this is your first opportunity, Palmer, in conference play, in a major conference, obviously in the Big Ten, to make your first statement.
And it's going to be taxing also.
Touchdown, UCLA! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's going to try to return this one. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. Looking for a crease. It's Galladay. Crosses the 30. He's got away. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with a first down. What perfect execution on that big run. Everything perfectly blocked, and this guy doesn't need a lot of room.
I love how this offensive line communicates and works up front. You see guys winning their one-on-one battles. There's double teams happening. Guys are getting into the second level and creating big lanes for this running back.
And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. Red pass, it's complete. Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup. Now on first down from the 43-yard line.
Here we go.
They'll give it to the back. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. The Golden Gophers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll try the run. Moves it forward just a bit. A pickup of 1 to the 35. 3rd and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory.
And a great job by this defense. Knowing it's 3rd and short, understanding the situation, playing very balanced with their RPO, coming up, tackling the running back, forcing the 4th down.
Trying to keep this drive alive. He's not going to get there. Stop short on 4th down. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
The offense sets up shop at the 46 on first down. To the air on first down. Got a man. It's Knox. Inside the 35. Knocked out of bounds. This offense with a big play, and they'll mark it at the 33. They'll snap it from the 34 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Rich. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. And the Bruins with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Motion from the wide receiver. On the run, it took. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because the first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on 3rd down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. 4th down and 1, and they'll go for it. Trying to keep the drive alive. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Bruins kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Looking downfield on first down. Gets it out fast. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. And the Bruins trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Using the quick game. And that's good for the completion percentage and bad for the yardage. They lose ground on that one.
I don't know that there's a harder position in football to play than quarterback. You know, all the space in the game, the speed of the game, the big bodies out wide. But to be able to break on those short passes and be an open field tackler like that.
And he's got it! Touchdown, Bruins!
This guy has been an absolute force in this offense early this season, guys. We're only in the third game. He's already got 3 touchdown catches. Talk about a matchup nightmare for opposing defenses.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. The give to the back. Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain. That's the end of the quarter, and UCLA has the lead. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. First play of the period, first down here. To the air, it's Farrell. Picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. At the 20. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the for playing that spot in the back end.
UCLA will go back to work on offense. They've already put a couple of scores up, and they look to add to it on this drive. Wants to go up top on first down. He's got it on the run. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, UCLA! No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
Man, I've been really impressed with this offense this first half. Coming in a hostile environment, hostile crowd. Man, they haven't given them anything to cheer about. Offense, defense, now up 20-0, and these people are eerily quiet in here.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Power football with the run. Hard running there. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Pulls and fires complete to the right. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. And the Golden Gophers are facing 3rd and inches. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Pulls it and fires to the left. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Working well behind the sticks on second down. The give to the tailback. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play.
ISO means we're trying to ISO a linebacker, get downhill right now. Not trying to ISO a corner. You get wide and start to go outside. A lot of times when you bounce that thing.
Interception! and a first-half turnover can swing momentum.
And he makes another momentum-building play. His second interception in the first half. He can feel where the football's going. Got a good beat on this offense and making plays early and often for his club.
He'll keep it himself. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in. They've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Unloads to the wideout. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit, and when they get hurried, when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
On third down, he drops the throw. Quickly complete. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. The Bruins will punt it away on fourth down. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. And the punt goes out of bounds. We'll see where the officials spot it, but they certainly gave him no opportunity for a return. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. To the ground with the back. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. The RPO, fire complete to the left. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Going to try to get it himself. Oh, he's got some space. Shoved out of bounds after a big gain. They'll mark it at the plus 42. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. This offense has been sluggish to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3. The Golden Gophers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Lofts one high and deep. He caught it. Almost took it all the way, but a huge gain, and he has him set up 1st and goal.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got to be able to score points on this drive.
This offense needs a little something to feel good about going to halftime. A chance to chip away here on 1st and goal. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
Well, you know if you're this offense, you're dialing up this running back, man. He has been a scoring machine all season long.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Minnesota!
Man, you just know that offense, they needed that touchdown to try to build some momentum. Hasn't really been going great early in this game, but a nice job being physical at the point of attack and pay it off with the score. And maybe that's just the play they needed to turn this thing around.
On to attempt the try. And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Big Ten action right now, and wait till you see how things are playing out in this one, fellas. Northwestern has the lead right now. Feels like they've been on top since the walk with a send-off, but they haven't been able to pull away. They're up by a field goal over Rutgers. We'll circle back to this Big Ten battle. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. And the Bruins in a good spot here with second and short. Wants to go up top. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And he gets home again, continuing his production. Last week, 2 sacks. This week, already a sack in the first half. This guy has been on a sack terror.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Throws to the wideout. Makes the catch. It's knocked. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. The Bruins will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. He's going to take off. Get all you can, then get down at the slot. The defense calls the timeout. They're second of the day as they try to get their act together. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Looking to fire. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. He uncorks one deep. He's got it for a big play. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. That kind of play will put a jolt into a drive. It's 1st and 10 from just inside the 40. Makes the grab. Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20. And the Bruins had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
Now the connection takes it to the 11. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. The Bruins come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Bruins. Fitted in the window for the score.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They add insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. And the returner goes down. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot, see how much of a chunk you can get before then you decide really, Jesse, how you want to finish the half.
Just can't turn it over and throw a pick if you're the quarterback here.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
And that's a big shot, and that's a big incompletion, but this offense has to continue to do more of that. When you're trailing, and you've got to make...
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game, and it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting...
Intercepted! intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And the defender is tackled, and that's how we'll run out the first half. And the Golden Gophers will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And he'll bring it back. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 20. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. Looking to throw on first down. And here's a fumble way behind the line.
That ball carrier is very lucky. That easily could have ended up in the hands of the defense. You have got to do a better job of ball security.
And the Bruins now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. To the air on second down. Pulls it in. It's Knox. And tackled there by the defense.
Really nice discipline by that receiver against man coverage because you know that throw is going to be contested with a defender in your back pocket. He fights back to the football. He fights through contact and shows really strong hands on the catch.
He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. The Bruins come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give on the option. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Back to pass. Throws for the tight end. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Yeah, and a lot of offenses, when they get their free safety matched up man-to-man, they're going to take shots because they believe their guy can win. Really nice man-to-man coverage and a nice job making a play on the ball at the end that results in an incompletion.
Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. And the Bruins are moving quickly down the field. Off play action on first down. Makes the grab. Breaks into the open. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
Unleashes one deep. And he got a hand on it to knock it down in the end zone.
Well, on that last deep shot, it looked to me like the quarterback probably forced that ball into coverage. But can you really blame him, guys? I mean, these two have already hooked up for 2 touchdowns in the game. If I'm him, I'm thinking the same thing. Even when he's covered, he's open. And he's shown the ability to climb the ladder and make contested catches. So I don't mind him taking another shot there.
Facing third and long from the 21 and hoping not to settle for a field goal. Sets up the screen. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here. The Bruins didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Fights off the defender. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Going to sling it on second down. And he'll chuck that one away and save the down. Nobody was able to get open. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. From the gun, wants to pass. Lets it fly. Touchdown, UCLA. Fired in from the red zone for the score. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. The pull and throw off the RPO. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The Golden Gophers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll run for it on 3rd and short. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They'll ride the hot hand. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the 2nd half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
And the incomplete pass, they roll the dice. Snake eyes. This offense has it with really good field position. From the gun, running back on the move. Couldn't really get started there. Pick up a 1 to the 35. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They go to the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41. This Mike Backer showing some versatility. Think he always just has to stay home and play the run? He's bringing the pass rush that time.
No, this ain't old school football anymore, Reese. These guys got to be so athletic, and you see them blitz and run games and all the different things they can do aside from making the calls and being the communicator on defense. These guys are as versatile as it gets.
They are backed up, defense smelling blood as this drive starts at the 5. And some room to work. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. And the Golden Gophers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Trying to make... Turning it on! He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Here we go. They'll go to the ground. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. The throw. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man. The Golden Gophers will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Here's the fair catch, and he'll make it close to the 20-yard line. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Rides the back and leaves it. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the third quarter. That's the end of the period, and it's UCLA in the lead. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. To throw, it's Vincent. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Stopped at the 42, but he got 15 yards on the play. New set of downs after the completion. From the gun, running back gets the give. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And the Bruins with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down, he'll throw it. Grabbed in the middle, it's Mayava. Snowed under by the defense.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
The Bruins are moving quickly down the field.
29 Philly.
He'll pull it on the read. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
The option football is about responsibility, but I can't give up my hand. I can't show them really quickly and make it easy on them. Good job by the defense, staying patient, defending all the options, stringing it out, and making a nice play.
Got him downfield. They make the tackle at the 33, but he's ripped off 15 yards and picked up a first down. And the Bruins come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on that play.
Now they'll try the right side. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. To the air, it's Vincent. Finds his man in the middle. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. It's fourth down, and they'll try the field goal. He'll try to put up the 3 ball from 43 yards away. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest of this way, and we looking pretty good.
The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponent today.
And as an athlete, it sometimes hits you in the face and it stinks, but you're not good enough. And today they were not good enough. And I'm going to do the best I can to try to flush this down the toilet, not remember it, forget it, move on for the next game. Maybe something right here I can create positive that carries over to practice and maybe next week.
It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a first down and a pickup of 10.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Second down, they'll go to the air. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And that is interception number 3 on the day. That's the way this defense wanted to wrap it up. Make a play themselves, finish off the game, and the offense can kneel it out from here. Not only the scoreboard, but the clock on the side of the offense as they take a knee, though the D can stop it a couple more times. Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to Husky Stadium, home of the Washington Huskies. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Minnesota Golden Gophers, taking on another team from the Big Ten, the Washington Huskies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Washington likely to try to boot it deep to get things started. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So the Minnesota Golden Gophers offense will have the opening possession of the game. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. He's got it on the right. There he goes. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one. And the Golden Gophers have it with a 1st and 10. At the 35, he's got room. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way.
As a defender, you love the big hits. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? You get the big hit and force the fumble.
defense going to jam. Receivers right off the line.
Here we go, here we go.
To the air on first down. He's going for it all. He's got it down the right side. And they'll bring him down after the long completion. An explosive pass play for this offense.
I love offensive coordinators that take shots in sudden change situations. You just got the takeaway. You're not wasting any time. Defense is jogging on the field. They barely have time to line up. You take a shot deep down the field, and you hit it, adding insult to injury to the opponent. That is a great play call.
Behind the chains now on second and long. They'll go with the quick touch pass. He's got space. Oh, he ruins the big gator with a fumble.
Well, they got a really nice drive going on offense. They're on their opponent's side of the field, but you're not going to come away with any points if you turn it over. And they've got to do a better job of ball security. Very, very lucky that ball went out of bounds.
And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. Boy, if that first down play was any indication, they might walk this thing in on second and goal. He'll do it himself. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Washington!
Now, you've seen the evolution of the option. You've seen the evolution of the scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything. Take it myself, in for 6.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. Leaves it with the back. Weaves his way ahead and gets 5 out to the 18-yard line.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
They'll keep it on the ground. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. The Golden Gophers, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Leaves it with the running back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Oh, better look out! He makes a little bit of headway and is pushed out of bounds at the 43. And the Golden Gophers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Here's a quick throw out to the left. Quick step and go. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, and now the defense is really on its heels. They'll leave it with him. Plows through the defense. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Can you even imagine trying to operate in the midst of this purple rain on third down? Pulls it in. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there.
You know, one of the areas that separate good offensive coordinators from great ones is how efficient their offenses are on third down passing plays. That was the perfect call at the perfect time, and obviously executed well.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Golden Gophers! You want to keep your offense on the field, wear down the defense, put that tape on and show it in a clinic. That's the way it's done.
And as a defense, man, there's nothing more demoralizing. You can handle it when you give up 3, but to give up the touchdown at the end of a long drive, you're already exhausted. You've already been punked the whole way down the field. Man, that's frustrating.
Extra point here will tie the game. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Always expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Boise State was able to come away with the win as they had so many times before in southwestern Idaho, but not without a few bumps along the way. Man, nothing is easy in college football. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as a...
Oh, he's got some space. We've seen this from this sophomore. So dangerous after he makes the grab. Washington right back to the line.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Gets it out quickly. Gets away from one. Finds some space. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. After that huge gain, now a chance to cash it in from just outside the 5. Wants to go up top. Why not trying to get it in? Touchdown, Huskies! The offense puts up 6 with that trip to the end zone.
I like this offense. I like watching it, man. They find a way to make plays and spread the football around. But I'll tell you what, I think this QB has an eye for this guy because that's 3 TDs now in 4 games. He wants to find him to make plays, really starting to trust that receiver out wide.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. The give to the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, we know this offense obviously really struggled there last time out. They knew coming into this one they would have to be better at running the football, and that should...
He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, on defense, they know that this offense is going to try and take shots. They're going to try and keep their secondary players in a position to make these types of plays. Good job on the back end forcing that.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Looked to me on that deep ball like he was forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outduel the other guy who just threw a touchdown pass. You're just trying to win the game. So just execute the plays. The ball goes to who it's designed to go to. If that means you got to turn around and hand it.
Open field on the right. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. That's the end of the quarter, and watch Washington has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Looking for room. It's play.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
And he won't quite get there. But boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. It'll be a run on 3rd and short. They just needed a few inches, and the defense knocked them down in the backfield. It is loud in here as they try to help him get a stop on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Taking it the other way. The 20. Then some. Touchdown, Husky. And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick 6.
What an incredible individual effort by that big fella there. And Dave, you know, it's funny. I've been hearing more and more about how these D linemen are the best athletes on the field. What do you think?
I present to you Exhibit A. Look at the big fella. Not only does he make the catch, okay, so I can be a DB, I can be a wide receiver, I can catch it. I got the ball in my hands. Guess what else I am? I'm a running back. I take that thing all the way back to the house. Exhibit A, the best athletes on the football field.
The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. Give to the running back. Got enough for the first down and wants more. And he's brought down after a nice game. You open a drive like that and you've got some operating room. It's first down from the 38. They'll give it to him again. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
They have been running ISOs in football since the beginning of time, right? They want to isolate that linebacker. A lot of times they're going to pull a guard. Great job by the defense seeing it, getting downhill, understanding where the ball's coming, going downhill, attacking it, and getting a big tackle for a loss.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there getting that first.
Breaks into the open. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Golden Gophers getting set on 1st and 10. Quick completion to the right. And he's brought down after a nice game. They might have the defense's head spinning a little bit now. Hit him with a big run, now they hit him with a big pass.
Man, it's so hard to defend both. You know that. Which coverage do I want to go? Got to put more people in the box to stop the run. When you've got this kind of balance on offense, the defense can't be right.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
In football, you hear the term quick but don't hurt. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate in his pass.
Catch in the middle. It's Galladay. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5.
Really great job by the running back there on the angle route on 3rd down. He sold it as if he was running to the flat, and at the last second put his foot in the ground and crossed the defender's face, making that an easy pitch and catch for the QB.
How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple.
This is what you love to see from your red zone defense now. You're making the opponent go backwards. Really nice stop on the run, the TFL. Now you got a big 2nd down. You're probably expecting the offense to throw with a little bit more room to work with.
3rd and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. From the gun, wants to pass. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Looking for more room. Returns it all the way back to the 23-yard line, and the defense gets a turnover. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They'll start this drive going to the air. Didn't pick up a lot there, but he does get out of bounds, and we are at the 2-minute timeout. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Fires to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Another incompletion on 3rd down. Washington sends out the punt team. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. First step in this drive comes from their own 44. A quick pass to the left. Turning it on. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Now adjusting. He's not afraid to go deep. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They're backed up just a little, 1st and 10 from their own 19. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. A lot of yardage in front of them. 1st and 10 from their own 19. Handoff from the gun. He's going to lose a yard on that one. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Huskies have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. Here's a heat. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. He'll be dragged down right at the 19-yard line. It'll bring up 4th down. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Hunt is on its way. Books it all the way in and now turns his attention upfield. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown. That return man saw daylight the instant the ball touched his hands, and he darted to it and took it to the house.
And Reese, I think it's one of the hardest things to do in football, to catch the ball as all these guys are flying around you, and you got to take it, make them miss, try to find spaces and creases that aren't there. Great job making a huge play. Special teams and punt returns coming up big.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, your game is a big one, but so is this battle right now inside the Mountain West. Air Force is down, but they are not out of it. Not there in Colorado Springs, one of the more enjoyable places to watch a game in all of college football.
They'll run it from the gun. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Back to pass. They'll run the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen. screen passes, it just never developed. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. And the defense makes a play. They get the quarterback down at the 26. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. The give on the inside. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Fellas, looks like we've got a great scene today in Seattle.
And the Golden Gophers will kick it off to start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They didn't, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with that.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him, so I expect more of the same here in the second half.
How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down?
Really nice looking pass there. You think about all the great Washington quarterbacks, right? Warren Moon, the Heward brothers, Mark Brunell, Jake Browning. The greatest quarterback name in college football history, Sonny Sixkiller. That guy was throwing seeds at the University of Washington. This dude right here, putting on his best Sonny Sixkiller impersonation.
Running back searching for a hole. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. And the Huskies will hustle to the line.
And the defense gives up the first down. And oh, here they go. They're going fast. No time to substitute. Got to communicate quickly and get back on the line of scrimmage.
A lot of urgency for this offense. Second down, they'll go to the air. Got his man. Stopped just inside the 25. We'll mark it at the 24. Pickup of 10 and a first down.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
And sometimes you see great shooters and they get on fire and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. From the gun on third down. Quick completion on the out. He's run out of bounds, but they've got it now first and goal. The Huskies started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. They'll move the tight end. They'll use the running game on first and goal. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Quarterback on the keeper. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. After a drive this long, a field goal would be demoralizing at this point. It's third and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. Here comes the field goal unit. From the left hash, this one shouldn't be too much trouble. Absolutely center cut. And now the lead is extended a little further. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. They'll give it to the back. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
I love the play call there, and I love the run for a variety of reasons. Obviously, you're trying to settle your quarterback down after throwing 2 picks in the last 2 drives, but also you're able to generate a really nice game for this up.
There he goes. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Looking for space. It's Clay.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down. The Golden Gophers are moving quickly down the field. Red pass, it's complete. Across the 25. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19 there in the red zone. And the Golden Gophers back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. They'll try the run. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And I like the defense being aggressive. They heated up that RPO. He didn't even give him time to read it. I'm getting in the backfield right now, making a play, being aggressive, bringing the fight to the offense.
Got it in the middle. It's Galladay. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting him the football, letting him get some positive yards.
He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run. This offense trying to quieten the crowd on 1st and goal, and they are not. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point pulls him to within 3, 24-21. He marched 78 yards down the field, and they finish it off with the score from the 4. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays.
And watch the offensive line here. They all block run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive game.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
This time it's complete. Second half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions and making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
He'll bring it out. It's Spears. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Looking downfield on first down. Couldn't hang on to that one. This defense has already picked off 3 passes, almost had the 4th. It'll be second down.
Man, he almost throws another one. And I tell you what, it's just been one of those days. Sometimes it's not your day, and just turning the ball over like they're a non-profit, man, just giving it away.
Oh, he's got some space. Across the 30, out of bounds at the 31-yard line, and they kick-started this drive with that one. Using his legs, it's Clay. Defense coming through and knocking him down for a loss, and that'll be the end of the 3rd period. We've reached the break. Bow down to your leaders, Washington. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. So the final period starts with a second down play. Pulls it and fires to the left. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And the defense is playing with a sense of urgency right now. Obviously, they're playing with the lead. They know this offense needs to find a way to generate points, expecting a shot on that last play. So nice.
He's taking the shot. And it's his 4th interception of the game. Bringing it back. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Fires to the tight end. He'll be knocked out of bounds at the 29. They'll line up for a second down play. Wants to go up top. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. Leaves it with the back. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. And it's right down the boulevard. And they'll push that lead out a little further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, who knows how things are going to finish up in the Big Ten this season, but this is a game to keep in mind. UCLA was relentless today in a road win that frankly wasn't even as close as the final score indicates. This was a vintage Bruins performance, one that really should instill confidence within this program.
Breaks into the open. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with the 1st down.
And I think that's what you want to see from this offense down the stretch. Like, can you physically dominate the game? You've got the lead. Now run the football, eat clock, continue to feed your dude.
Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. The give to the back. And that's a very productive 1st down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. Power football with the run. Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense. The Golden Gophers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give to the tailback. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
All right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. He didn't get a 1st down, but what does it do? Now it makes 2nd down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it, still in a great position, ready to stay ahead of the chains.
What a nice connection. Knocked down immediately, and they've got it at the 25.
Well, definitely a performance to forget if you're this quarterback. Obviously, he's turned it over a lot. He's thrown multiple picks, but he's still out there slinging.
Gets it past the marker. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Golden Gophers, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. They're going to go right back to him on first down. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one. The Golden Gophers have it in scoring position on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Golden Gophers! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the second level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
Turning it on!
Football, there is so many weapons now with small slots and big wide receivers, and then you got the tight ends now that have the speed to catch the football, chew up ground, and get to the end zone and make those big plays like he did right here.
2-point conversion attempt is on the way. From the gun. He's got the 2-point conversion, and they build on that lead. That one's going to get a little star mark beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown just like that. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job. Opening holes, the backs making plays, everything on the ground on that first drive here.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. To the ground with the back. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. First down for this offense. On the run, it's Galladay. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. And the Golden Gophers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Here's the handoff. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. You can feel and hear the purple rain all the way across Lake Washington. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Touchdown, Minnesota! Once he got some room, it was over.
Yeah, and that's step one. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. So just over 90 seconds to go, and this game's probably going to come down to whether they can recover this onside kick. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Guys, you want to be productive here and not go into a shell, but you've got to take care of the ball.
Yeah, and I think you say productive, Reese. Productive at this point in the game is running the clock and getting first down. So, Jesse, I can expect this defense to be aggressive, way up near the line of scrimmage, bringing a bunch of bodies, trying to stop the run.
And that's why it puts a lot of pressure on an offense, David, because you know if you do try to throw the football, it's probably man coverage, you're probably getting blitzed, it's going to be into a small window. It is not easy to execute in this situation of the game.
It'll be 3rd and long.
And it's been a struggle for the run game for this offense. Man, this is something they hang their hat on. You saw last week, you saw the highlights, and just
Grabs it inside the 15. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Washington coming to the line with another first down. The quarterback takes a knee. Well, after back-to-back losses, this team is really teetering on the edge of disaster.
They got to try to hold on to the positives, as hard as that is to do right now, having lost a couple back-to-back, because this team has good players, and they've got good schemes on both sides of the ball. Just things have not gone their way. They just need to make a few more plays to turn this thing.
yeah, and then they can do it, and they will do it. Listen, you got to get the players right. You got to get those guys in there believing. This is part of what happened.